Alright, stream is dandy. Here we go. Welcome to Shaylux's stream. On YouTube, I go as the Comfort Gecko. I've done a few readings through poems. I'll be doing audiobooks now. Trying to overcome the issue of yawning while reading, which is pretty terrible for me. So here we are. I'm going to do the dandy, and we're going to start from there. Fantastic. Today we'll be going with Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. They could have used better font. They could have used much better font for this. Okay. It was turned into a movie. Not the best movie. I think if they redo it, with today's technology, it would be much better. Thank you. So, we're going to do a reading. We're going to see how it goes. And hopefully I won't yawn all the way through. So, let's begin. Ender's Game. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of stuff here. For Jeffrey, who makes me remember how young and how old children can be. My hair is stabbing me. Okay. I suppose I should read. I'm gonna read my diary. I'll read your diary if you give me your. I'll give you your diary. No, wait. I'll read your diary if you let me get mine. You don't have a diary. Well, neither do I. I mean, I used to when I was little, but not anymore. Why don't you have a diary? Maybe you should have a diary. Get those emotions out, man. Or girl, or whatever you are. I don't really care. Get those emotions out. It's bad to bottle them all up. Makes you want to punch something. Got me. Your emotions can be volatile, as we've seen with the world. So, get them out. Write them down. Make a book out of them. Let's see what goes on. I'm gonna read the acknowledgements. Yeah. So let's go. Portions of this book were recounted in my first published science fiction story. Thank you. Science fiction story. Ender's Game. Jesus. In the August 1977 analog, edited by Ben Bova. Sounds like a food. His faith in me and his story are the foundation of my career. Harriet McDougall of Tor is that rarest editors of one understands a story and can help the author make it exactly what he meant it to be. They don't pay her enough. That's depressing. Harriet's task was made more than a little easier. However, thank you. My mic fell. It's only resting on my knee, so whatever. Christine Card. I don't pay her enough either. Well, why add it then? I am grateful. Also to Barbara Bova, who has been my friend, agent, through thin and sometimes thick. You know, thick. 3 C's. And to Dom Doherty, by my publisher, who let me talk him into doing this book at the ABA in Dallas, which shows either his superb judgment or how weary one can get at a conversation. I'm gonna hate this book, but I'm gonna read it because of you, unless you put up other suggestions. Please. I won't tell me. I haven't read a book in years. Stop it. Okay. How many fucking... Okay, 15 chapters. There's only 300 pages in this book? It's not too bad. That's... If I stream every day, that's like a... I don't know. 2 weeks books? 2 weeks? 2 weeks of reading? It's pretty good. Oh, I never started. As you read with my maybe, or you just popped in, whatever. I have a attention, attention. Shay Lux is on the ball. Don't turn that dial. He's on until the bell tolls. So I have a bell. It's on my phone. Apple device. Ring, ring. And it's gonna be like ding dong, and that's gonna be the end of the stream. Or else I'll keep doing the stream for the next 9 hours. Because it's quarantine. And God's dead. So, let's begin. Introduction. Oh God. Where's my water? God just ate my soul and just said, yawn. It makes me a little okay. It makes me a little uncomfortable writing an introduction to Ender's Game. After all, the book has been in print for 6 years now, and in all that time, nobody has ever written to me to say, Ender's Game was a pretty good book, but you know what it really needs? An introduction. And yet, when a novel goes back to print for a new hardcover edition, there ought to be something new in it to mark the occasion. Sometimes, besides the minor changes, as I fix the errors, internal contradictions, and stylistic excesses that have bothered me ever since the novel first appeared. So be assured, the novel stands on its own, and if you skip this intro and go straight to the story, I not only won't stand in your way, I'll even agree with you. Because that's what we're about to do, because I don't want to read the introduction. Because I don't care. So here we go. Oh God, why is it so long, the introduction? Hell no. Salt Lake City, not why. Okay, the introduction's much longer than I thought it would be. This is 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 pages of an introduction the author told me to skip. 9! You don't even know. What the fuck? Okay. Chapter 1, third. Like the 3. Say it fast enough, it will sound like tree. Some kids will say that in 3rd grade. Tree. How old was your sister? Tree. Here we are. Dandy. We're rocking the waves. Okay. Chapter 1, third. The reason why I keep looking over there is because my water is over there, but I can't reach over because I have a microphone on my leg. I just bought it today, too. Now, third, I've, as a player character, I failed college because of this book. Right. Oh, god damn it. I've watched through his eyes. I've listened through his ears. And I tell you, he's the one. He's the one I'm gonna kill. Or not, I don't know. Or at least as close as we're going to get. That's what you said about the brother. The brother tested out. Impossible. For other reasons. Nothing to do with his ability. Same with the sister. And there are doubts about him. He's too malleable, too willing to submerge himself in someone else's will, much like Mike Pence. Not if the other person is his enemy. So what do we do? Surround him with enemies all the time? If we have to. I thought you said you liked this kid. If the buggers get him, they'll make me look like his favorite uncle. All right. We're saving the world after all. Taken. The monitor lady. I just think of the monitor lady. A big ass monitor lizard that's just staring at you, saying, a big ass monitor lizard with big ass honkers just saying, I am the lady who's gonna take care of you now. Suck it up, cupcake. The monitor laser lady smiled very nicely and tousled her hair. Andrew, I suppose by now you're just absolutely sick of having that horrid monitor. Me? Well, I have good news for you. That monitor is going to come out today. We're going to take it right out, and it won't hurt a bit. It's like a tick. I don't know. Like the monitor. The big ass tick on your neck. That's like, I am the monitor. I'm going to suck your blood if you don't listen to the government. Okay. Ender nodded. It was a lie, of course, and that it wouldn't hurt a bit. But since adults always said when it was going to hurt, he could count on that statement as an accurate prediction of the future. Sometimes lies were more dependable than the truth, as we've seen with the world. So if you'll just come over here, Andrew, just sit right up here on this examining table. The doctor will be in to you to see you in a moment. The monitor gone, Ender tried to imagine the little device missing from the back of his neck. I'll roll over on the back of my bed, and it won't be pressing there. I won't feel it tingling and taking up the heat when I shower. And Peter won't hate me anymore. I'll come home and show him that the monitor's gone. And he'll see that I didn't make it either. That I'll just be a normal kid now, like him. That won't be so bad then. He'll forgive me that I had my monitor a whole year longer than he had his. We'll be not friends, probably. No, Peter was too dangerous. Peter got so angry. Brothers, though. Not enemies, not friends, but brothers. Able to live in the same house. He won't hate me. He'll just leave me alone. And he wants me to play buggers and astronauts. Maybe I won't have to play. Maybe I just can go read a book. But Ender knew, even as he thought it, that Peter wouldn't leave him alone. There was something in Peter. It was Peter in Peter's eyes. There was something in Peter's eyes when he was in his mad mood. Whenever Ender saw that look, that glint. He knew that one thing Peter would not do was leave him alone. I'm practicing piano, Ender. Come turn the pages for me. Oh, is the monitor boy too busy to help with his brother? Is he too smart to go kill some buggers? Astronaut. No, no, I don't want your help. I can do it on my own, you little bastard. You little third. This won't take long, Andrew, said the doctor. Ender nodded. It's designed to be removed without infection, without damage, but there'll be some tickling, and some people say they have a feeling of something missing. You'll keep looking around for something you were looking for, but you can't find it, and you can't remember what it was. So I'll tell you, it's the monitor you're looking for, and it isn't there. In a few days, that feeling will pass. The doctor was twisting something at the back of Ender's head. Suddenly a pain stabbed through him like a needle, from his neck to his groin. Ow, ow, what the fuck? Ender felt his back spasm, and his body arched violently backward. His head struck the bed. He could feel his legs thrashing, and his hands were clenching each other, wringing each other so tightly that they arched. Dee Dee! Shouted the doctor. I need you. The nurse ran and gasped. Got to relax these muscles. Get it to me now. What are you waiting for? Something changed hands. Ender could not see. He lurched to one side and fell off the examining table. Catch him, cried the nurse. Just hold him steady. You hold him steady, doctor. He's too strong for me. Not the whole thing. You'll stop his heart. Ender felt a needle enter his back just above the neck of his shirt. It burned, but wherever in him the fire spread, his muscles gradually unclenched. Now he could cry for the fear and pain of it. Are you all right, Andrew? The nurse asked. Andrew could not remember how to speak. They lifted him onto the table. They checked his pulse, did other things. The doctor. Sorry, what? Where am I? Other things. He did not understand at all. The doctor was trembling. His voice shook as he spoke. They leave these things in the kids for 3 years. What? What do they expect? We could have switched him off. Do you realize that? We could have unplugged his brain for all time. When does the drug wear off? Asked the nurse. Keep him here for at least an hour. Watch him. If he doesn't start talking in 15 minutes, call me. Could have unplugged him forever. I don't have the brains of a bugger. He got back. New area. Yeah. Yes, quiet. He got back to Miss Pumphrey's class only 15 minutes before the closing bell. He was still a little unsteady on his feet. Are you all right, Andrew? Asked Miss Pumphrey. I want to say Humphrey, but it's Pumphrey. Pump. Pump. He nodded. Were you ill? He shook his head. You don't look well. I'm okay. You'd better sit down, Andrew. He started toward his seat, but nodded. Not what I was looking for. I can't think what I was looking for. Your seat is over there, said Miss Pumphrey. He sat down. But it was something else he needed, something he had lost. I'll find it later. Your monitor, whispered the girl behind him. Andrew shrugged. His monitor. Yes, I'm a sniffly kid. That's what you signed up for. Your monitor, whispered the girl behind him. Andrew shrugged. His monitor, she whispered to the others. Andrew reached up and felt his neck. There was a band-aid. It was gone. He was just like everybody else now. Washed out Andy, asked the boy who sat across the aisle and behind him. Couldn't think of a name. Peter. No, that was someone else. Quiet, Mr. Stilson, said Miss Pumphrey. Stilson smirked. Miss Pumphrey talked about multiplication. Ender doodled on his desk, drawing contour maps of mountainous islands, and then telling his desk to display them in 3 dimensions from every angle. The teacher would know, of course, that he wasn't paying attention, but she wouldn't bother him. He always knew the answer, even when she thought he wasn't paying attention. In the corner of his desk, a word appeared, and it began marching around the perimeter of the desk. It was upside down and backward at first, but Ender knew what it said, long before it reached the bottom of the desk and turned right side up. Third. Ender smiled. He was the one who had figured out how to send messages and make them march. Even as his secret enemy called him names, the method of delivery praised him. It was not his fault he was a third. It was the government's idea. They were the ones who authorized it. How else could a third like Ender have got into school? And now the monitor was gone. The experiment entitled Andrew Wiggin hadn't worked out after all. If they could, he was sure they would like to rescind the waivers that had allowed him to be born at all. Didn't work, so he erased the experiment. The bell rang. Not my bell. There's still quite a bit till that bell. I haven't read out loud in so long, and I haven't yawned this much, that the entire top side of my face is vibrating. I fell again. I reach for my water. I want you, yes you, just the chaos, 0. I want you to go get a glass of water. I want to sit here with you, drink some water, and enjoy this fine, snowy, what the fuck is the time? Snowy afternoon. It says I have 1 viewer, but I don't know if you're still there or not. I know my voice is alluring to the eye, and you try to be. I do wish to become a voice actor at one time. Because if I remember a script, then I won't yawn. Oh, so I believe. I do game. Maybe later tonight I will be hopping on to Hades. Beautiful game. Entirely voice acted. So I can't read the things. I'll read the tiny shit. Maybe. Maybe I'll change my voice. You know, I'm kind of sick of this book. It's not really going anywhere. So 25 minutes. It's a pretty good stream. If you can recommend short stories, something that's not 300 pages, I'll gladly read those in any type of voice I can desire to pull out of my soul. and we'll be starting there. This will be uploaded to YouTube, maybe. I'm Shay Lux, and have a lovely evening, or afternoon, or morning. I don't care. Look behind me, it's white light. Everything is everything is fine. Ah. Or is it? Who knows? This is Shay Lux, and have a lovely afternoon. Wow. Okay, okay.